Read to Succeed Buffalo is looking for people to help tutor and mentor students in Buffalo. Today they held a recruiting event to find qualified candidates. Ann Ryan is the executive director of Read to Succeed, joining us now to talk more about this need for mentors and the impact they can have. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
I want to start with some numbers first. About 80% of Buffalo third graders aren't reading at the level they should be. What is that telling you, and what is the overall impact of that cumulatively down the road?
Sure. We know that there was a low-income achievement gap for decades, but the pandemic has exacerbated that, right? So I think there's 30 districts in Western New York where a great many of students are not reading at grade level by the end of third grade. So Read to Succeed Buffalo really focuses on Buffalo Public Schools and partnering with volunteers age 50 and over. It's an AARP Foundation Experience Core model. It's an evidence-based practice. We train folks, retirees predominantly, and deploy them in Buffalo Public Schools, one-on-one with students, just like you and I are talking, to implement this model that really gets kids in practicing in language, written language, reading and rereading short passages in leveled readers that are at their independent reading level. And then tutors at the end of the 30-minute session model fluent reading by reading really high quality read alouds that are very diverse, very timely, and very interesting for the kids. They enjoy that read aloud part, that model of fluent reading, and it also helps their background knowledge, really getting kids to understand things that perhaps they wouldn't be exposed to otherwise.
How many people are you looking for? What are the qualifications? How do people get in on this?
Sure. They give our office a call or they can go on our website, but predominantly you only need to be 50 and over. We ask for about 4 hours a week, every week of the school year, and we do all the training. Read to Succeed Buffalo provides the training. We provide the coaching on site. We have experienced core literacy coaches right there in the schools, helping folks interact with their kids, helping them implement that structured session, helping them pick their read alouds that might perhaps pique the interest of the children they're working with. And the students are pre-K through third grade.
And then what's the process? Where do people go? Is there a specific location that they read, or how does that work?
Sure. We're going to be in 12 Buffalo Public Schools next year, the fall 2023. So depending on their schedule and the school's schedule is how we put them together. So this tutoring takes place one-on-one during the school day in the schools, in the Buffalo Public Schools. And we're in every quadrant of the city quite intentionally. So volunteers, if they prefer North Buffalo, South Buffalo, East, West. And we're really looking to recruit organically from the communities where these schools are. So if you can walk to the school, we would love to have you. And again, we do all the training, we do the support, so you don't have to be a teacher or you don't have to even have a background in education. You just have to have a love of learning, a love of reading, and really kind of be civically engaged and want to help the students in the Buffalo schools.
Where can people find the information if they're interested and think this is for them?
Yes, readtosucceedbuffalo.org. or call 716-843-8895.
And you can really see the difference that this makes.
Yes, we know for a fact, particularly strategic students, so kids who are just below grade level, we know for a fact that 92% of those students last year who were below benchmark, those strategic kids, were above benchmark by the end of the school year in fluency. So the number of words that they could read per minute was a little slow, but the words that they were reading were correct. And so that exposure, that practice, practice makes permanent, right? And we know kids who, if they struggle to read and they don't like reading and they read less, it's that Matthew effect, right? The poor get poorer and the rich get richer. So we want these kids to love reading from pre-K right through third grade. Third grade is that pivot point where if kids aren't reading at grade level, they're much more likely not to graduate high school. So we're really focused those pre-K, first, second, and third grade years.
Well, hopefully there's some people out there who'll be perfect for you and can help along the way.
Yes, Kate, thank you for having us.
Ann Ryan is the executive director of Read to Succeed. Thanks again for being here.
Thank you so much.